son's car. The only person I ever knew that had an FRS traded in has a Challenger. Need a turbocharge in Toyota. Use those super turbochargers. I wouldn't mind having that yak.
That looks like you just got your dirt.
Sad fact is, Toyota doesn't build any houses, so I can't drive a Toyota.
I didn't buy any last time.
Fairly interesting design. Excuse me. They don't look weird anymore. Everybody's doing the Nissan push button. Up, down. Fairly deep. Other cup holders. What's going on in the box? Ooh, oh, it's a cooler. Nice. That's fairly cool. Nice back seat. It has power, but it doesn't have that power.
If you post a photo on Instagram, you do get a prize from this kiosk over here.
I don't really do Instagram. I do YouTube.
YouTube?
Are you cool with that?
No,
The Nissan guy told me that I could not use any footage that had him in it, so I need to.
Really? I don't care about footage of me.
Okay.
The kiosk only accepts Instagrams, unfortunately.
Well, that's fine. I skipped over Toyota because it was a clusterfuck. Fair enough. There's little things, but it's kind of like missing a lot of the bigger things, which is updates. That's always been a Toyota thing. I don't know. Cruiser. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't drop anything.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Manduke. Manduke.
Oh, Manduke.
I was supposed to bring cards, but
Show or something? Or?
Yeah, my personal YouTube.
Oh, your personal YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me how many of these vehicles that are sitting here today were built in America?
We're what?
Built in America.
We're built in America. The majority of them, there's a few of them that are still built in Japan, like the Land Cruiser, the 4Runner, the Prius. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. But the majority of the other vehicles are now all pretty much North American made.
Okay. North American made, so they could be made in Mexico or Canada as well.
But North America, but I mean, like the RAV4, for example, we have a plant in Canada.
Okay.
And we have a plant that builds the truck beds in Baja California, Mexico. But the majority of them, we have the plants in Mississippi, in Kentucky, in Indiana, and in Texas.
Okay. That's the majority of the information that I wanted to get.
Sure.
I don't know. Do you know if Toyota has any plans to do a full electric vehicle, or
full electric?
Or are they just planning on continuing to do the half step that is
I'm
a
not
hybrid?
aware of full electric, even though we do have in California now for sale our fuel cell vehicle that is basically an electric vehicle, but it creates its own onboard electricity by the use of hydrogen. And in the fuel cell stack, it takes the hydrogen plus air, the ambient air, turns it into electricity. So I guess you could look at it that way, but you never have to plug it in.
Gotcha. I'm just curious about these things because
As far as plug-in, full plug-in electric, not that we have here.
Okay. Yeah, I see a couple of the Nissan Leafs, and I don't understand how they really use them because of the requirement of plugging in. It's not like you can use a regular 120 volt or something, or 110 volt. It becomes an issue.
Toyota never was really set on trying to create that. It's, back in '97 with the Prius needs to go before, but at the same time they started working on this vehicle called the Mirai I was telling you, the fuel cell vehicle, and Mirai means future. So all along they had always wanted to go the hydrogen route because they feel that that's a great alternative source of fuel.
Much more renewable.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter if you're running on full electricity, it still depends on where you get that energy from. So if you're plugging in South Jersey, it could actually be coming out of a coal.
It could.
And at which point does the electricity become more clean than gasoline if you're burning coal in order to get it?
Exactly.
I don't know. I see the Prius and I respect it to some degree, but I don't. I've had 2 Toyotas in my life. I don't drive them now because I have a bad luck of getting into an accident when I have a Toyota. My first one was a 91 Camry. It was all-wheel drive with a manual transmission. It got 45 miles to the gallon. I don't think that the Prius, we're talking 25 years later, getting 58 miles to the gallon is a huge step up from that. When you're 13 miles to the gallon over 25 years, when that car had luxury options for its day. I'm sure it was a lighter car. It had a 2-liter too. It had enough power.
I mean, industry-wide, we're trying to get there. I mean, it is the most fuel-efficient vehicle in the industry without a plug. That's the only one that can get that much.
I had a '93 Ford Festiva that got 58 miles to the gallon.
Is that right?
It did. Now it only weighed 900 pounds and only had 93 horsepower. So I didn't want to get into an accident with it, but I didn't get into an accident, thankfully. I did in the Camry, which is why I didn't drive that. The next vehicle I got into was a Scion XB, first gen, it was an 06, and I love that car for the same. It got like 35 to the gallon, and it was my first brand new car. I had it for about a year, and then I got into an accident, so it was. It did what it was supposed to, but it's still. I can't fall in love with a car and then get into an accident. So I moved into Nissans. It wasn't Toyota's fault, but I hadn't been into an accident in anything else. So it's like I can't do it. Of course, now I live in a van, and Toyota doesn't sell us full-size vans, so at least not
Sienna,
to the public.
Siena's the only one that we have here, especially in the States, anyway.
So I got a conversion van that I actually stay in. I went back to General Motors, which, as I understand it, Toyota's working closely with them anyway. So
I mean, we do have, because we work a lot with people who need because they have disabled relatives or whatnot. We do work with a company that does do conversions for us.
I need something full size, so it's
Understood.
I live in it. I can't. I needed to be able to stand in my vehicle, so it was a needed thing.
I hear you.
But anyway, nice talking to you. If you want to check me out, it's YouTube Manduke, Manduke.
Okay.
It'll probably take me a couple of days to edit all this and get it up there.
Manduke.
Ke, yes.
All right. Thank you, sir.